Okay, salam alaikum. Welcome to our booth. My name is Abdulrahman Al-Badawi. I'm the International Sales Manager at QSIT, which is an Alkansi IT company. We are an Esri Gold partner. Esri is a GIS software company. And we are very happy and honored to have you here today in our booth. So we will show you a quick presentation about what we can do for in GIS and in BIM and in AutoCAD. And please feel free to interrupt us and ask any questions as we go. تفتح ولا لسه؟ ماشي. So how was the trip coming here? It was smooth? So how long have you been in Egypt now? It's like you were in Cairo Water Week. You still didn't go back, right? 1 month. You're up to end of November? Okay. So maybe after the event we can meet another time in our office also. Yeah. So you started in Cairo Water Week and you're still continuing? As I mentioned, I'm Abdulrahman Al-Badawi, the International Sales Manager, and I have with me my colleague Hisham, who will give us a technical presentation. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me better now? Okay. As I said, my name is Abdulrahman Al-Badawi. I'm the International Sales Manager at QSIT. And I have with me my colleague Hisham, who will give us a presentation about what we can do for digital transformation. So QSIT is an Esri partner. Esri is the leading GIS software provider. And we are also an Autodesk partner. Autodesk is the company that does the AutoCAD and BIM solutions. We are happy to have you here in our booth. We will start by a quick presentation, and afterwards, please feel free to go around our booth and see different solutions that we have here to present. So I'll hand it over to Hisham.
Hello everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. My name is Hisham Gafar from Quality Standard for Information Technology. As my colleague Abdulrahman mentioned, we are golden partner for both Esri and Autodesk. We're going to talk about the digital twin solution for pipelines. Does anyone here work with any GIS environment? Okay. Can we raise our hands? Okay. Can you tell me about your experience, or why do you use GIS? What is the value of GIS in your work?
I use GIS for planning.
Planning.
For planning, water management, groundwater management.
Okay.
And natural resource. Actually, it's quite helpful. It's quite helpful application. It helps you to combine a lot of information in one time. So I use for
A single source of truth. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So thank you. In the planning phase, we use GIS for the planning phase. Then for the monitoring and operation and maintenance, right? And all of this must be gathered in one platform or in one database or geo database to have a single source of truth or single source of information. Okay, what about the design phase? What do we use in the design phase for our projects? CAD systems?
use CAD systems and then we can easily integrate into GIS.
Integrator. Okay.
And AutoCAD or something. AutoCAD.
Okay. So we export the JS data from the JS environment, then we import it in the CAD environment, right? To make whatever design we need, and maybe hydrology analysis. Then we extract another file to include it in the final as-built model to be ready for the operating and maintenance phase, right? Okay. What if the planning engineer decided to change something in the planning after he delivered the file to the designer engineer? Doesn't this will affect maybe some conflict, because the design engineer will implement his design using another version of the planning, right? Also, when we arrive to the monitoring phase or the operation phase, we won't have an accurate as-built that can reflect the image, the actual image or the actual implementation in the field, right? So this disconnected workflow may cause some we can say disconnected data, or maybe we have different versions or different information for the same element, right? Okay, the solution we are suggesting to connect this workflow. So we start the planning phase in the JS environment, then we connect to the JS environment to start our design in the building information modeling or the BIM environment. Have anyone have anyone heard about BIM or building information modeling? Okay. Building information modeling, we can say it is like a sister technology for the GIS. It's about designing and including both non-graphical data and graphical data in one place, without the disconnection that happens between different stages. So we connect to the JS environment, then we build our design in the BIM environment, and of course we keep it, we can change in the design phase, and it will reflect in the JS environment. So all of us are working on the same data. It's not a separate file. You don't have to export a file, then another engineer will work in this file. So when you change in your file, he is working on an old version. Okay, so all of us are working on the same database. So when any one of us, of course, there is access level. Not anyone can make any change. Of course, there's accessibility rules. You can define who can change what. Okay, so when you arrive the most long period of the project, which is operating and maintenance, you have an accurate as-built for the model. I will show you some case. Okay, it's a sample project here in Egypt, developed in New Mansoura area. It is a modeling for the New Mansoura city. It includes 9 types of pipelines: irrigation, water, sewer, firefighting, and 5 types of electrical networks. And as you see, it's in 3D model. What is the value of using the BIM technology and this solution that integrated with GIS? Okay, now we know that we will have an accurate as-built. In case we have different types of networks, or maybe an old network and another new network in the same area, we need clash detection. We need to know what is wrong in my design to avoid any future network that can happen with other networks. So in this project, we have 9 types of networks. So if any type of network has any sort of clash, it will alert that here is some sort of an error. Another thing, when who is here is a designer engineer? Design. No one from the design team? Okay. In the design phase, you need to know the levels you deal with. So you decide when you need to add maybe a control structure to raise the level of the pipeline, or maybe to lower the level of the pipeline according to the shape of the surface, right? In usual, in the traditional way, it takes a lot of time, maybe weeks, maybe months. In the BIM environment, it it can you can do this with one click, because it import, or it is connected to the GIS data, the survey points, so it shapes the surface, and when you draw the line, it creates the profile according to the shape of the surface. So you don't need to know each point to create your model. It happens automatically with just one click to create the profile. So okay.
On this PIM side, it's applicable to the communication companies for
Yes.
Is there a
Yeah. Yes.
distance, maximum distance to implement such kind of?
The maximum distance.
Yes.
The maximum distance for implementing the BIM, it has no maximum distance. Yeah, infinity.
Thank you very much. Very explained
Resource. Okay. 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 I will answer this question first. Okay. Thank you. Okay. About the subscription, you can access autodesk.com and download the software we are talking about here is Civil 3D. It has a 30 days free trial. Yeah. Autodesk.com. Autodesk. Yeah. Yes, Autodesk. AUTODESK.com. Okay.
Okay, as I can see from the slide. Can you hear me from now?
Yes.
Okay. As I can see from this slide, you said there are 9 different networks in this design, right?
Yes.
How do you manage, do you have something called utility?
Utilities. Yes. Great. Thank you. Thank you for your question. Okay, how do we manage this type of networks? Now we have an accurate geographic location for every element, as I think as you do in your work. Also, we added another dimension, which is the third dimension, or the Z value, and now it's ready to be connected with mobile devices, okay, geolocated mobile devices that can guarantee that you can collect the data in a digital form. And any data you collect from the site in the inspection phase, it's instant. It added in the record of whatever element you are doing the inspection.
My question is there a utility tunnel that holds all these different networks together, or these networks are separate like this?
Okay.
We see in the design?
Okay. Yeah, you don't need to separate it. Of course, it depends on the client need. But if you have to work on the different type of utilities, you can manage different type of utilities in one single source of truth as in the system. Yes. Okay, so now we have a single source of truth that have different type of utilities that have the planning data connected with the design phase and arrive to the operating and facility management phase with an accurate as-built 3D model. And also you can connect it with mobile devices for operation and maintenance. Whenever you add the data, it updates the system. You don't need to go to the office and open your laptop. Then you do the data entry activities. Whenever you add the data in the location, it updates the location instantly. Okay. What about the reporting? I think for me the documentation and the reporting it's not so easy task. What's your opinion about the reporting? And whenever an incident happens, you need to create a document or a report about what happened, right? About the analysis and the activity. Now you have these smart dashboards. It visualizes insights and the KPIs for the decision maker. It shows the data from the updated database. So the database is updated from mobile device, from the laptop, and also it will be updated in the dashboard. So you don't have to create new reports. Okay. So this smart dashboards, we can say it's an end-to-end solution. You start your journey from planning, then you move connected in a central database to the design phase, then to the operating and the maintenance, and also the reporting. It's not offline. It's not a separate task. The dashboard, your reports now is smart, are smart, and it updates itself whenever you update your data. Thank you.
Thanks. My name is Ismail. I'm a graduate of your company, how they can perform analysis on natural resources.
Okay.
Which tools you are working with?
Great. Thank you. Okay, of course we can utilize the remote sensing images and we can utilize it in something like defining the streamlines or the places where the floods can happen. It's a type of analysis. Also, we can use the soil samples, whatever it's a geological records or a geotechnical records, and we can analyze it and get maybe an indicator for the unsampled areas. You know how it is very pricey to take a sample or a borehole in some place. So you take not few number of boreholes, and in the unsampled areas, you can use this data and analyze it and get some indicators to take your precautions in the site work. Sure. Okay, here is a sample. It's an example for analyzing an imagery, a data elevation model, which is an image. Each pixel in the image contains or have the elevation value in this area in the real world. So we use this data elevation model, or the DEM, to define or to create the places that have a potential flood streamlines, the places that can collect the data, the water. Also here we have, that's actually in the BIM environment. We have the boreholes data, and we create a 3D representation for the soil types in, or whatever soil parameter. Another questions? Thank you for your question. Thank you for, okay.
Sorry, I have a general question.
Sure.
Since you are a partner with SNIC,
And Autodesk.
so we need to know about the license of the SNIC benefits.
Okay.
We know that maybe some as individual, maybe I cannot buy the license.
Okay.
As an institution, we can buy. So we need to illustrate us what's the benefits of the license, how its cost is, what's the features that the license
Okay.
software can provide us.
Okay, thank you. About the financial and licensing, it can be discussed with my colleague Abdurrahman, who is here.
I passed my business card to Ahmed, and he will circulate with you in the group. So after this, we can initiate a discussion and see exactly what are your requirements, and we can carry on from that point. We are honored to have you here with us today in the event. I hope you enjoyed the presentation.
لو حد عنده أسئلة بس.
Do you still have any more questions? All good? طيب, you can, if you want to have a look in our booth, and then I think the program will continue in hall 2 and hall 1.
Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, you can have a look inside our booth, and then we will go together to the next hall.